Welcome to Demo Show Entertainment and Fashions again. We are here on tonight, Friday, 8 p.m. We're here every night. And tonight we are having a special guest, Alicia and Saki, the inflection. Acute inflection is jazz. Jazz sounds is the beautiful sound of Billie Holiday. Didn't it sound like Billie Holiday? And we love Billie Holiday. We're going to talk more and I'm going to interview with them and they're going to tell us a little bit about the jazz, where it come from, where they started, how they started. I like to, I like for, to learn a lot about different musics. Gospel, we have always done gospel, but we also, I also like to venture out into other different musics. I love R&B. I love the love songs in R&B. I love the love songs in jazz. I like to feel like it could take me to another place, and it feels so good. It just sets the atmosphere. So welcome, Acute Inflections. I'm thank
Mhm.
you so much for coming on my show tonight. You're a
Thank you so
beautiful
much.
couple, a sweet spirit. I met them from a girlfriend of mine, and I heard them on one of her shows. And I said, oh my God, I have to bring them on to Demo Show, Entertainment and Fashion. And so they're entertaining us on tonight. Not only that, we're going to find out more about you guys. Welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Oh,
Please introduce yourself.
well, thank you for having us. We're definitely glad to be here. Guess for starters, my name is Alicia, but you can call me
Mhm.
Elle.
And my name's Siddiqui. You can always call me Siddiqui. That's fun as well.
Yeah, and together we're Acute Inflections. We've been in each other's lives for 10 years. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary February 12th of this year.
Awesome. Wow. That was almost around Valentine's Day. What a beautiful time of the year. And come on, tell us about this beautiful love story.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He
Make it
said,
Where,
"Ooh."
where do we start? Well, the short version is I, I'm not the biggest Broadway fan, but the one show that I did really love was Fela on Broadway. And she was in Fela. And I went and saw the show, and one thing led to another.
You
Introduced
went to go
myself.
see the show.
I went to
Let's
go
hear
see
this.
the
You
show.
went to go see the show. And what sparked you? What sparked that eye? Come on, we got
um,
some single girls out here and men. And, we got to, let them feel what you was feeling and how the connection, the energy that you guys that connected you together.
yeah, yeah, I got you. I mean, obviously, there's the talent and the beauty and the voice and
Was
all of that, but
okay.
there was also a humility and a playfulness. Like I don't want to say childlike in a immature way, but more in like a bright, living life, enjoying the moment way that I just wanted to be around. So I'm still around it.
And
I
what
was
about
drawn.
you?
I was so when we met, I was a little distracted because, like, just coming down from doing the show. So, but I was really drawn to his intellect. When
Hmm.
we were speaking, it really kind of brought me to be present. Like his sense of humor, his wit, and just his quick mind really caught my attention. And as we conversed throughout the evening, I was just like, I need to stay in touch with this fella, but I must remain classy.
See,
So,
see,
Mhm.
intellect. We look
yeah,
for intellect. We don't look for all the other. We want to know what's in the mind. And when a man can be intellectual and just speak out some things and just we can get into the minds of each other, there comes
yeah,
sparks start happening. And so some
yeah,
sparks start
yeah.
happening with you. So go on.
Yeah,
We're
so
listening.
he was a gentleman enough. He offered me a ride home that
Mm,
evening, and it was a
mhm.
pretty cold evening, so I took the ride, and I wanted to continue. So when I was leaving, I gave him my card and said, "Good night, Mr. Pierre." Just to clue him in, just give him a little breadcrumb,
Mm-hmm.
which he took.
That's sweet. That is so, that's a love story. And
Yeah.
that was just the beginning of the love story. So now, that's 2012, it's 10 years in. So in between the two, in the 10 years, you fell in love with each other. But you fell in love, y'all really fell in love. There was some energy right from day one. He
Yeah,
seen you on
definitely
the
some feeling.
stage. He seen you on the stage and said, she's the one. And you looked at her, you said,
He
oh,
didn't realize it,
but
but
he
yeah, that's what was happening, and that was what was going on subconsciously. I
Yeah,
know you weren't aware.
I'm not gonna interrupt.
you got to come on. There are some men that's on here, and men have to be able to express, you know, their feelings, towards something that they really love. And when I'm looking at and how you two connected like this, and you're doing, and you're working together, and you're making music together, and you're, the come on, give us some good stuff. Come on,
All
what
right, so
happened now?
it sounds like they want some like
We want some
um,
stuff. We
some
want some
intel.
intel.
well, well, I'll say that what's been interesting in these past 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
um, living and working together really brought up things that we had to work through so that we could coexist while we're working and while we're not working. And
Mm-hmm.
as a woman who wants things a certain way or whatever, I had to learn to make space for his creativity and his input and allow him to lead. One
Amen.
thing, especially with a woman like me, I don't like the term alpha female, like that's a little too strong,
What
but
about a 31 proverb woman?
okay, fine. Yeah, trust. um, it's
Mm-hmm.
very easy when we can do it all
Mm-hmm.
to not notice when we don't have to do it all. It's
Mm-hmm.
great to know how, so
Mm-hmm.
if there's an emergency, you can jump in and put out the fire or whatever. But learning to let the man do for me has been a wonderful challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's wonderful now. It was a challenge before because I just
Okay.
did not realize to just let go and almost be like a little damsel in distress, just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and to make space for his greatness to shine through and for him to rise up to, you know, be my hero.
Right. And I think that's some of the problems that, women, when they've been by themselves for a while and single, we've been like, and, like we were just doing everything for ourselves. We were independent, and independent for a while. When a man comes in and he steps in and the hero comes in, it's like, okay, ooh, okay, okay. I would try to, but
Yeah.
we have to submit. We have to be submissive to our men, our king, because we are the queens. And
Yes.
for me, I would love to be a queen where the man takes over. I don't want to step up and be the man. I want him to be the
Right.
man and let me, let him lead. And that's where I think a lot of women lose out on relationships is they be
Yeah.
trying to lead too much. And the man
Yeah.
have to, then he's like, okay, well, you want to be the man, go ahead, and that
Right.
just you lose it. So this is a beautiful love story, and I wanted you to share that. And so, how did you connect with you knew he was in the music? You came into the music first, or how that happened?
She basically tricked me into this because
Oh,
I
you
was
wasn't even in the music.
no, I wasn't I hadn't played the bass in 10 years. I mean,
So
I learned when I
she
was
brought it out of you.
she
Brought
did.
it back.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Brought
She
it
brought me
back.
out of retirement.
Okay. You see
Yeah,
what women do too? We have a part in this too. We pull stuff out of the men.
we do.
Our
Yes.
king. That's what the help. That's why we call the help meet to the man. We have that rib, that is
Yeah.
missing. That's that rib.
The
And
season is
so,
red up, honey.
so this is great. This is wonderful. So the music came together. So tell me about it. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah. So basically, she was always working on recording projects and auditioning, and I would once in a while throw in a little input or give her kind of my thoughts, my feedback, and eventually she's like, your input's pretty good for someone who's not a musician. And I said, well, I kind of was a musician when I was younger, in junior high and high school, a little bit in college. I played the bass just more as a hobby, and
Mm-hmm.
stopped. And then she said, well, it's interesting that the bass is supposedly was her favorite instrument. I mean,
It
that's what she
is.
says. I don't know if
So
that's true.
sexy. I tell you. Go ahead.
Oh,
And
so, she
it
encouraged me to.
compliments her. It compliments
It
her.
does.
yeah.
Yeah. So she encouraged me to start playing again, and so I started playing, practicing, and eventually she asked me to be part of a band for a gig, and the other musicians didn't show up. Ended up being just the two of us, and the
There
audience,
we go.
yeah, the audience loved it. We
It
felt
was
like we were
divine order. It was meant to be. Everything that came in and fell in together, it was meant to be so that you two can be very connected, um, and within this 10 years. So
Yeah.
are y'all married now?
musically
We are
married.
musically
Musically.
married, which kind of ties it all in for us.
Oh, okay. So, mhm. So do I hear wedding bells coming soon? Am I starting something?
I mean, hey, I gotta drink a glass of water right now.
What's beautiful
Oh,
though about
yeah.
this and just our journey,
Mm-hmm.
it's wonderful to know when you are in divine order. It may not
Mm-hmm.
look or come the way you expect or you were told it would come or
Mm-hmm.
taught that it would come, but when
Mm-hmm.
you're really sensitive to spirit and can
Right.
flow the blessings, like our entire time together, just the doors that have been opened, the blessings, the being ready to jump and take
Take
leaps. Like I love that scripture that says faith without works.
works is
Like
dead.
you gotta be
Come
ready to
on.
move.
You
And that
gotta
has
have.
been our entire existence together, just jumping and moving and taking leaps and watching God or universe, spirit, whatever people go by,
We say God.
just
Mm-hmm.
open things up. And
Open up the
it's
doors.
incredible.
Yes. And
It's
so,
really wonderful.
where are the other places? Where are some of the places that um, y'all entertain at? Where have you been doing? Like, tell us what's been going on. I know you have some things that you've been
Yeah.
working in different places. So tell
Yeah, I
us.
mean, we've done a lot of the high end venues in New York. We've had residencies at the Four Seasons Hotel, the Palace, the Beekman, the Campbell. I mean, pretty much most of the posh, fancy,
Mhm.
schmancy places. But we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to do more intimate neighborhood concerts and really
Okay.
work with our people as much as possible. So, keep your eye out. We won't only be in the Birdlands and the city wineries. We want to kind of be where the people live, not just in a touristy destination. But we've been very very blessed. Like you said, our clients have taken us everywhere from Mexico to LA to Alaska. I mean, we've played all over,
Fantastic.
and it's been a lot of fun. Learned a lot, had a lot of great experiences and memories.
We've collected a lot of seasoning over the years. Seasoning is our form of getting magnets wherever we go. instead
Okay.
of
Okay.
instead of getting magnets for the fridge, we get seasoning from wherever we go.
Yeah, so we could come home and sort of take a little bit of flavor from each place we visited.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to
Awesome.
Houston, no, Houston, if you go to Texas, you got to get some of that. What is it, the Cajun
Oh no, it's Louisiana.
Louisiana? That's
Yeah.
where I
Louisiana.
went
Oh
to.
yes,
That
Louisiana.
Cajun,
Asian.
the
Southern.
Cajun seasoning
Southern Southern hospitality. Yes.
My,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
That's where the home good cooked food at. That's where you get the real Southern stuff from.
oh yeah, yeah.
So have y'all have any I'm sorry, have y'all done any recordings or CDs? Is that in the
Yeah, we have I think four albums out now.
Okay.
Our latest one was a Bob Marley tribute album. We went to Jamaica a couple years ago and visited the museum, and it transformed our lives. You know, just hearing
Awesome.
his passion for the people and unity and
I love
love,
Bob Marley.
and
Yes, I love him. Yes.
we thought to ourselves when we left, like, we have to do a tribute album. And last
Mm-hmm.
year made 40 years since he passed away. So
Mm-hmm.
they released a tribute album, which was very timely, especially after all that took place in 2020.
So
Definitely
tell me,
really
why did you
timely.
start? Why did you start? And why did you go with jazz as one of your songs that you liked? I mean, how did that? I know how you two connected, but Elisa, you start singing jazz. You only sing jazz, or you sing other
Um,
songs? Like,
at this point, I sing in a jazzy way, anything that's put
mhm,
in front of me. That's always
mhm.
been my quote
Okay,
unquote problem. Like, even when I was on Broadway, they're like, "You're singing it so jazzy." I'm like, well, sorry guys.
okay, and oh,
Yeah,
jazzy is
so
beautiful. And
thank
do
you.
you sing any gospel?
Yeah, I actually grew up in a church in Corona, and I'd say that's the first place that I was exposed to music,
Mm-hmm,
I guess, in depth, in an in-depth
mm-hmm,
way.
mm-hmm,
I was a part of praise and worship teams. I've been
mm-hmm.
in
Okay.
choirs, choruses. So I
Mm-hmm.
definitely have a background in, I guess, the church community, they would say.
Cool.
Yeah. And
All
Tim,
right.
you too, right? Did you used to play?
Yeah, I mean, not as much as you, but yeah, I played in church growing up as well.
That's just wonderful. But I love jazz. Jazz is one of my favorite besides gospel. Jazz
Mhm.
is, it just is so relaxing, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm not just a one, I love all types of music. And,
Mhm.
that's why I was like, oh God, this is Billie Holiday. And your whole get up, your whole fashion is just sweet. I mean, y'all, the whole ambiance when I went to see, and even this is wonderful. And
Thank
guess
you.
what, my guests, they are going to sing for us another, give us another selection and or two. And
Hint, hint.
I think we have some time. Yeah, I think we have a time for we have about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And so you can give us a selection. And first, before you start, I'd like for for you to tell them where can they find you, because these beautiful, talented jazz singers can come to your event and sing for you. And so how would they get in touch with you?
Our website's really the best way to reach us. If you go to acuteinflections.com, you can
And
find
I'll
our
put it
phone number
on the
there.
credits. Hmm.
Yeah. So you can find our phone number there, or you could fill out the inquiry form, and we'll get an email and get right back to you. Or you can text us. So whatever you prefer. We're easy to reach. We're also on social media. You can find Acute Inflections on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff.
Yeah. And you can listen
Let
to
it.
our albums on Apple
Mhm,
Music and Spotify as
mhm,
well, and all those
mhm.
other digital
Yeah,
outlets.
YouTube, Title, we're everywhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
don't be a stranger.
Yeah. So while they get ready, I'm going to talk to you about Demoshell and how you can reach out to us, to give contributes, to donate towards the Demoshell Entertainment and Fashions. You can go to my dollar sign cash app dollar sign DMO 1960 to keep us going, because it costs money to keep what we're doing. And we want to do more. We want to bring a lot more beautiful entertainment, fashion, and we want to have a good time on here. And so the way you can help out, if you're interested, if you're in enjoying what I'm bringing, and I have a lot more coming, please go to my Cash App and just donate. Small, large, big. You can even put $25,000 in there. I'll be happy. But anyway, thank you again for coming to Demoshell Entertainment and Fashions. And I'll see you again next Friday, 8 p.m. They're going to give us some beautiful singing and some jazz tonight, and they're going to take us right on out. Go for it, y'all. And thank you
Very
for
much.
coming again.
Thank you again for having us. We're gonna do a tune, the very first song we wrote together. It's called Electric Psychology, and we do have an album with it on there, so check it out online. Enjoy. Catch me by surprise and way you impress me when we meet. Such a fabulous time when we play. My heart is feeling wonderful things, indescribable and rare, like a movie to express it. Oh, you touch on my hand and this and that, changing my doubts to matters of fact, uncontrollably revealing. Waves of this battling energy, sweeping our motions, some kind of strange, between us flowing magnetically. Slowly, you crawl through me. I like your psychology invading the soul of me. Hopefully, you take your time. Be my ecstasy, honeybee molasses in the key of E. Oh, slowly, you crawl through me. I like your psychology invading the soul of me. Oh, hopefully, you take your time. Be my ecstasy, honeybee, molasses in the key of E. Whoa, yeah, my sugar. Hey, you take your time. Me and my ecstasy, honeybee, molasses.
Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, go ahead, girl.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Beautiful. One more and we out.
Oh, you want another? Hmm.
Want to give her something from Marley?
Yeah, why not? I think that'll be fun. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved and be loved? Don't let them fool ya or even try to school ya. We've got a mind of our own. So go to hell if what you're thinking is not right. Never, never leave us alone. Now in the darkness, it must come out to light. Come out to light, yes. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved and be loved? The road of life is rocky and you may stumble too. So while they're pointing fingers, someone else is judging you. Could you, or could you be loved? Could you be loved? Could you, or could you be loved? Could you be loved? Well, say something, 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 say something. Could you be loved?
right. Thank you.